Hey everyone! Today I just want to do a quick little rant video about some of the things that have been on my mind lately that have been bothering me. I think maybe if I just vent them out, it'll make me feel better. I made a list, try not to get too long-winded. The first thing I want to talk about is people that say they're in RN school. Just to give you a quick background, I'm an LPN, a licensed practical nurse. I went to school locally at a local, I guess you call it more or less a technology center, community college. I went to school for 1 year. I took a board exam, so I'm licensed to work as a nurse. I work in a nursing home setting, in case you're interested in that. The step above that, if I wanted to further my education, would be to go to RN school, which would probably be another 2 years of schooling. Some people go straight into that, which is definitely doable, and get either an associate's degree, or if they want to further that and do a 4-year degree, they would be a bachelor's degree in RN. The problem I have is people that tell me that they're in RN school when really they're just taking the preliminary prerequisite classes to get into RN school, which would be biochemistry, I believe, and anatomy and physiology. Anybody could sign up for those classes at any college level that they wanted to. My dad, my guinea pig, whoever could sign up for those classes. That doesn't make them in RN school. That doesn't make them an RN by any means. So the problem I have is people that are like, oh, just so stressed out being in RN school. Honey, no, all you're taking is a couple of classes. You haven't even gotten into the nitty-gritty of it all. I myself don't have any plans at the moment to continue my education with that, but it's just something that really frustrates me. You'll know when you're in nursing school of any kind. Like, it takes its toll. It'll be a full-time traumatic experience, trust me. So if you're just, cruising through life, you're still able to, work full-time, and you're just taking a class once or twice a week, an RN, that does not make. No. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is the people in my neighborhood that are constantly mowing their yard. I feel like I have days off during the week, and I just want to kind of like sit and chill at the house. Now, I live outside the city limits, more or less in the country. It is a subdivision, and we have really large yards out here, but I feel like I just want to sit here on my day off, and I feel like someone is constantly mowing. Look at, I'm like a little meerkat looking outside, like, who is it? Who is it today? And it just seems like some people, it takes them forever. Most people have riding mowers, so it is a little quicker, but I just feel like I'm constantly hearing someone mowing. No one is right now, but they were earlier. I wish you could have heard it. And a lot of them, the houses in my neighborhood have, services that come out. Luckily, they don't come out like at the crack of dawn or anything, but I just feel like, can we all like call each other up, meet outside on the curb and be like, okay guys, we're all gonna mow on Wednesday. We're gonna knock it out, and it's gonna be quiet the other 6 days of the week. Yeah, it's really annoying, especially the people that are more neurotic. The people that are more neurotic about their mowing, and they mow it twice, is the rumor. Twice, to get all the little blades perfectly even. Steven, and then don't forget the weed eating. We gotta have the weed eater going around all of our perimeters of landscaping. Gosh, I just want to like get a goat, buy a goat. Everyone in the neighborhood can have a little goat herd and just eat the grass down. Goats are generally pretty quiet, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is people that meet me for the first time and want to make conversation, I guess, especially at work, with patients, residents, family members, co-workers even. Did I just say that already? Anyway, short-term memories at an all-time low. They always want to strike up, just casual conversation, whether it be the weather, a current event, and then they're, want to ask me where I live. That's fine. No big deal. I can answer that. Then they want to ask me if I have kids. And I just will say no. And then usually either they'll say, oh, but you're gonna have some, right? Well, are you married? yes, I'm married. I've been married for 6 years. And they're like, oh, so none yet? And they'll look at me like, like, oh, well, she'll probably have some here in the next, half hour at least. No, any plans? No. And then they kind of paint themselves into a corner because they don't know what to say after that. I feel like they interpret me as not having or not wanting kids, like that, like in a math equation equals cold-hearted. Well, no, I'm taking care of your grandmother or your family member to get, well, or to be as comfortable as they can, in any given moment. So I don't think that quite equates in my brain, but I feel like they paint themselves into this corner and then they get very like, oh, yeah, oh, well, okay, yeah. Because I don't generally ask people if they have kids because I don't care. Kids are not my thing. I have no passion for them. As long as I've remembered, I've never wanted kids. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I wouldn't think that would be a good option for me to have a kid if I didn't want one. So, yeah. So maybe people should just choose their questioning and their tone a little more carefully when they're meeting someone new for the first time. I've also had like some people kind of look at me like, oh, poor thing, like there must be something wrong with her, genetic or whatever makeup, anatomical makeup. Or I'm like, no, I mean, I don't know, there could very well be, but that's just like gets a little personal, in my opinion. So kind of think about that when you're talking to people. Don't take it to that level and then get to that point in the conversation where you're like, oh, poor thing. Why doesn't she have kids and why won't she? And she's married to a man, so maybe something's wrong with him. And just stop it. Don't. Be more receptive to people's ideas, I guess. Like not everyone is the same. Not everyone wants the 2.5 kids and the white picket fence, and I tell them, oh, well, I have a little animal, and they're like, oh, you got yourself a little dog, a little cat. No, I have a guinea pig, and he's, the perfect pet for me at the time. So I just get a lot of strange looks. People, I know, like, I guess it's not the norm to not have the kids, but I don't know. I just feel very, almost like offended. Like I almost want to be like, you know what? Well, why don't I have kids? Well, why do you have 5 kids? And then they're screaming barefoot in Walmart at midnight. Did you plan that out very well in your life? Don't think so. Anyway, thanks y'all for watching. I see it's getting a little long-winded, so anyway, I just wanted to vent some of those things out there. Those are my top 3 things right now that are bugging me this month. I'm sure I'll think of more. I try not to reflect so much negativity, but just wanted to get that out there. Also just wanted to try to film this video with my phone. I got a different phone, so I'm going to give that a try and see if the picture and sound quality are any better. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. Let me know what you think. What's bugging you this month? Let's just vent it out. It's better to talk about these things. Don't bottle it up inside. It's not healthy. Talk to y'all later. Bye.